Hey everyone, welcome back to Ride Zone Bikes. Today we've got something truly special and a full review of the all-new 2026 Kawasaki Z1100RS. This bike marks a big moment for Kawasaki because it takes the legendary Z DNA and pushes it into a new era. It's got power, tech, and design that make it one of the most complete naked sport bikes we've seen in recent years. So let's get straight into it. The Z1100RS is built to celebrate Kawasaki's legacy of the Z1 while still being a thoroughly modern machine. It's a mix of heritage and next-generation performance, and the first thing that grabs your attention is the way it looks. The styling screams aggression, yet it's refined sharp lines, muscular tank, minimal tail, and that signature LED round headlamp that gives it a perfect blend of retro and modern. Kawasaki calls this design Neo-Sugami, and it fits perfectly because the bike looks ready to pounce even when it's standing still. Every part of the bike, from the sculpted tank to the compact rear, has been designed to emphasize raw power and motion. Now let's talk about the heart of the beast. The Z1100RS is powered by a new 1.099cc inline-4 liquid-cooled engine derived from the Z1000 platform but heavily reworked. It produces around 136 horsepower at 9,000 revolutions per minute and 113 Nm of torque at 7,600 revolutions per minute. What's more impressive than those numbers, though, is how the engine delivers its power. Kawasaki has tuned it for a stronger mid-range punch, so instead of needing to chase the red line, you get instant response when you twist the throttle. The torque curve is broad and smooth, giving effortless acceleration whether you're cruising through the city or blasting down an open road. The throttle response is managed by Kawasaki's ride-by-wire system, which feels natural and precise. The exhaust note deserves its own mention: a deep, throaty, and classic Kawasaki. It growls when you open it up but never gets obnoxious. That signature inline-4 symphony is part of what makes this bike so addictive to ride. Kawasaki even engineered the intake sound to emphasize that deep growl, so every time you rev, you feel the connection between the machine and rider. In terms of performance, the Z1100RS delivers serious capability. The chassis uses an aluminum twin-tube frame that balances stiffness with controlled flex, offering both stability and agility. The front suspension is a 41mm Showa SFFBP inverted fork with full adjustability, while the rear features a horizontal backlink setup. The SE version upgrades to an Allen's S46 rear shock, adding even more precision and comfort. The result is a ride that's planted yet playful, equally at home carving corners or cruising down a highway. Braking is another area where Kawasaki didn't compromise. The Z1100RS comes with Brembo M4.32 front calipers paired with 310mm discs, and a single 250mm rear disc. Combined with Kawasaki's intelligent ABS system, the braking feel is sharp and progressive. You can brake deep into corners confidently, and the cornering management function keeps everything stable even when you're pushing hard. Of course, a bike in 2026 wouldn't be complete without a serious electronics package, and Kawasaki went all out here. The Z1100RS comes with a 6-axis EMU that governs cornering traction control, cornering ABS, power modes, and launch control. You've got ride modes like Sport, Road, Rain, and a customizable rider mode. There's also an up and down quick shifter, cruise control, and Kawasaki's smartphone connectivity system via the Radiology app. Through it, you can view ride stats, adjust settings, and even get notifications directly on the full-color 5-inch TFT display. It's bright, crisp, and super intuitive, one of the cleanest setups in its class. Ergonomically, the Z1100RS nails the balance between comfort and aggression. The handlebar is slightly higher and wider than the older Z1000, which gives better leverage and makes urban riding more comfortable. The foot pegs are positioned in a natural stance, and the seat height at 815mm is manageable for most riders. The seat itself has just enough padding for longer rides while maintaining that sporty connection with the chassis. Kawasaki also refined the vibration damping, so even at highway speeds the ride feels smooth and composed. On the road, the Z1100RS feels like a true evolution of the Z Spirit, powerful yet predictable, wild yet refined. The mid-range torque means you can roll on the throttle in almost any gear and feel immediate acceleration. It feels alive without being intimidating. Handling is confidence-inspiring. You get that solid Kawasaki front-end feel that lets you trust the bike completely through corners. The steering is light but not twitchy, and stability at high speeds is excellent. Design-wise, Kawasaki has really nailed the blend of old and new. The round LED headlamp with its DRL ring gives a nod to the classic Z1, but everything else is modern LED indicators, a sharp tail section, and sleek paint finishes. The Say edition gets a few exclusive color schemes with metallic accents that shimmer under light, emphasizing its premium appeal. Small touches like the machined engine covers, textured tank badges, and brushed metal details give it a handcrafted quality. It's a bike that looks just as good parked at a cafe tilde copyright as it does blasting through mountain roads. Fuel capacity is 17 liters, giving a decent range considering the engine's performance. Kawasaki claims improved fuel efficiency thanks to the revised IQ and ride-by-wire system. In mixed riding, expect around 18 to 20 km/L, depending on how heavy your right hand is. Now let's talk about pricing. The standard 2026 Kawasaki Z1100RS is expected to be priced around $13,999, while the Say version with A-Lens and Brembo hardware is around $14,999. In the UK, that's roughly £11,000 to £12,000 depending on the variant. For what it offers, top-tier components, advanced electronics, and serious performance, Say it's positioned very competitively against rivals like the Yamaha Mountain SP and Honda CB1000R. What really makes the Z1100RS stand out, though, is its personality. It's not just about numbers or specs, it's about feel. Kawasaki managed to make a bike that bridges generations. The spirit of the 1970s Z1 meets the technology of the 2020s. You can sense that heritage when you ride it, the way it surges forward, the howl of the engine, the effortless control. It all feels unmistakably Kawasaki. For riders who want a machine that looks classic but performs like a modern supernate, the Z1100RS is one of the most balanced options out there. It's fast, comfortable, loaded with tech, and built with a level of finish that puts it among the best in its class. Whether you're a daily commuter, a weekend canyon chaser, or just someone who loves the charm of an inline 4, this bike won't disappoint. So that's the 2026 Kawasaki Z1100RS, a mix of retro style, cutting-edge performance, and that raw Kawasaki spirit. It's